One.
Oh, man. Come on.
Backing down.
Let's go, man.
Graham's got that.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Greetings and best wishes, Fry. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Warren. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. I won't be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Jay Crowder out there with Ibaka. Then there's Devin Booker. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Montrezl Harrell. Morant is out there with Etuan Moore. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Howard. Booker against Moore, and the dunk by Booker.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Moore against Booker. Here's Jokic. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Passes it to Russell. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And the technical free throw is good. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Deep 2 from Russell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Morant kicks to Isaac. Jokic high post. Over to the left wing. Here's Morant. Good. Nice job down low.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Russell feeling it out a bit. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Moore outside. Pass to Harrell. To the paint. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Harrell.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago, we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Puts it up from 12. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
The pass to Isaac. A 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
LeDee doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Moore against Howard. Takes it out to Booker. Pass to Russell. Shoots over Morant. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Number 5 is John Morant.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Here's the floater. He lays it in.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Outside Crowder. Pass to Howard. And here's Russell. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking. To check out the numbers for Nikola Jokic, putting up about 25 points per game, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Now Russell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
First one falls for him. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next half.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
That's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games, no problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
Here's Morant. Off the left rim and out. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Here's Morant. 17 points for him last game against Memphis.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Outside, Russell. Howard, the pass to Booker. Pass to Russell. Back to Booker. Over Jokic. No good from Booker. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been dominant over the last month. 4th in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game. You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Booker. He's off on that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And Harrells is it in.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And the Suns call time. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore, also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane, and makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. T.J. Warren comes in for Crowder, and it's Fulton for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, Devin Booker is big, and at 6'6", gets up there for the jam.
Now the pass to Jokic. Not going to go that time. Excellent D from Howard. Fultz looking around. Booker dishes to Fultz. Howard, the pass to Ibaka. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Jokic just got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it to Morant. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morant. Goes up at the stripe. And that one goes long.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Warren dishes to Ibaka. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Fultz, and that one is good. 8 points for John Morant.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Feeds to Warren. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Suns lead by 3.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Caldwell Pope outside. Inside. Here's Jokic. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Warren fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You got to have great strength in this league to take that kind of contact and still score. TJ Warren, strong.
And when he's on the floor, he's very productive. But the one knock on TJ Warren is that he's prone to missing games.
Never played more than 66 games in his young career, Kevin. So something hopefully he can check off his list this year is work his way into the high 70s and be a consistent performer out there and avoid losses of game.
That free throw good from Warren. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization to help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw good from Howard.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Williams, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Howard.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Under trailing by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Caldwell Pope pass to Morant. Down low. Off the run.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Here's Williams. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Harold.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
One is off.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for the Thunder. And Phoenix also making a switch. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Good on the second free throw.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things and get themselves back into the playoffs.
The first free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
1:02 left to play here in the first. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
It's been incredible for this team in Oklahoma City to have the type of success and sustained success under general manager Sam Presti, a playoff team in 10 of their 12 seasons in Oklahoma City.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And Brent, for the Thunder, they have a 500 record or better in the last decade. Only one of 3 teams to do that.
A lot of people don't realize the sustained success that's happened here in Oklahoma. In the decade, they've had the second best record overall, trailing only San Antonio in that regard. Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lets a floater go.
Well, Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball, Kevin? He just spiked that one away.
Warren with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Thunder trailing by 11. Magruder passes to Jokic. Morant with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got 11 points.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Warren against Caldwell Pope. Warren with the ball. From deep three-point range.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead, up by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, you've got Morant. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Wood. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard position. Here's Fultz. Got a hand on it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
And you look at Morant, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, There are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
The Suns have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the first one drops. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Passes it to Jokic. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
And Warren, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one at the line is good.
Last year being the 9th straight year that the Phoenix Suns and the fans in the desert have missed playoff basketball. But you have to like the young, talented group they're starting to assemble here and maybe settling in on a coach who will remain here to see it through.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Morant. Good on both. And, of course, Brent, they also need to get the chemistry right in Phoenix, too.
Yeah, I wonder how much of these coaching changes just haven't allowed some of those combinations to really come together. Some of the lottery picks have outperformed others, and they've lacked a lot of glue guys to make up that difference.
Russell against Moore. Williams kicks to Russell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Suns lead by 9.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
And Jokic drops them both. Suns leading by 7. Outside, Russell makes it off the glass. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And something Russell did well in college, scoring off the pick and roll.
Moore against Russell. And it's Magruder in the corner. No good on the triple.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And it's Moore penetrating. And yes, it's good.
Well, Moore, it can be fast. That time, a blur, taking it to the rack.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And there's the pass to Wood. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Russell inside. Here's Chris. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Isaac. Back to Moore. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Fires from the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Russell's got 10 points.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline. Stays patient and earns the shots he gets.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Magruder passes to Jokic. And here is Isaac. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Isaac's got his second basket of the night.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member, was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia, and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty, experienced, and is going to bring that to the desert. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Magruder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experience in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development. That's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Russell from long range. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
And Harrell slams it in.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And that one's good. Russell.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Thibault. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Moore inside. He's guarded by Russell. No good from Moore.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Free throw good, Booker. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
And you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Outside, Russell. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Russell against Moore. Here's Harrell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Harrell's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Russell. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 14.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Russell against Moore. To the middle, Harrell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
First free throw is good. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wood. And it's Morant in for Moore.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Got a piece of it. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Ja Morant, 3rd.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitted in chemistry-wise for this team.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
The first one falls. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Warren's checked in for Phoenix.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Caldwell-Pope, the offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Over in the corner, Fultz. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 13. Nice Chizik with the ball. Outguarded by Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his third foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Williams is checked in. Harrell, the pass to Thibault. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Markelle Fultz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Inside, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder trailing by 13. 59 seconds left here in the second. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Phoenix. Suns leading by 13. 46 seconds left in the first half. Outside Warren. Goes back up. Goes up again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
He's high percentage from this kind of area on the floor. T.J. Warren daring the defense to hit him when he's this close.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so he hits both.
Well, coming into the NBA out of North Carolina State, T.J. Warren, we knew, was a remarkable scorer. He also had a 40-point game in the league, so continuing to get better and better as he stays hungry on the offensive end.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Thibault. He's covered by Warren. And that one's good. Thibault. Booker against Caldwell Pope. And here's Booker. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix looking at a 13-point lead heading in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, out in front of the half is Phoenix. They have a 13-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, I don't know about you, Ernie, but I can see the work D'Angelo Russell has put into his game. Much more efficient these days. And guess what? He's a better leader. Tonight, he's done everything they've asked of him and more.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half. upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ibaka is out there with Howard. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Crowder in at the 3. And Brent, for all the success Booker has had as an individual, he's ready to focus on winning.
Well, focus on winning is one thing, but first focus on leadership, as this team has a new coaching staff, an opportunity with a lot of young talent. Devin Booker is the guy a lot of people are looking towards to make sure that Phoenix rises and finds a way into the playoffs.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Booker finds Crowder. Here's Howard. Good defense by Jokic.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Harrell. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Russell. Trying to get open is Ibaka.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And the shot goes down. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Russell passes to Howard. Harrell against Ibaka. Dishes to Russell. Shoots over Morant. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 23.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
He's feeling it, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low, here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Thunder trailing by 14. Now Morant. He's got 20. Jokic. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Dwight Howard.
At 6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by Jokic.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Ibaka, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
The free throw drops for Ibaka. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Moore outside. Passes to Harrell. To the paint, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Over Howard. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Jokic has got 15 points.
Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
And the Suns call time.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Booker. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging 21 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 20 points.
Every time he gets going like this, Kevin, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
Morant kicks to Isaac. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Morant passes to Jokic, and they pick up 2. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you'd like him to be a little bit more dependable on these and one opportunities and see that free throw percentage go up just a bit, but fending off the defense and showing them who the big man is.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Christian Wood comes in for Harrell, and Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Isaac. Thunder trailing by 19. Morant with it. He's got 20. Pass to Jokic. Over Russell. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morant. And that's 19 points for Jokic.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Booker. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Here's Moore. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Moore's got 6.
Good touch on the inside from E'Twaun Moore. Never bashful about taking it right to the defense.
Outside Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Howard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Howard's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 17-point game. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Moore right side. Down low. Jokic kicks to Morant. It's up a 3. Rebound by the Suns. Booker up top. 20 points for him. Shots good by Ibaka.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Morant. Ibaka with some nice D.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
That one good for 2. 27 points for D'Angelo Russell.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
The pass to McGruder. Jokic with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And Jokic drops them both. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
Phoenix leading by 17. Fultz kicks to Warren. Back to Fultz. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's denied. They get it back. Now here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Fultz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. Number 5 is Ja Morant.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Here's Booker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Caldwell Pope against Booker, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And rising to the challenge, KCP often deterred by physical play, converts through the contact on that one.
Here's Booker, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Williams is checked in for Phoenix. Warren dishes to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Chris. Morant with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thibault. And that one is stuffed right through.
A solid defender. Morant adept at reading the opposition and realizing when to go for the steal.
Booker outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
And clearly, Billy Donovan wants to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Booker against Caldwell Pope. He kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 5.
Seems like he's lost his mojo offensively after that great first half.
14 feet away. Fultz, no good.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Booker lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 27 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Passes it to Morant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Thibault. Shoots from 14. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Marvin Williams.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Christian Wood. And the Suns making a change here. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Suns leading by 14. Here's Fultz. He's got 6. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Suns shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. There's the pass to Warren. Fires it up. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here's Fultz, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The dish now to Warren. Tries from 16, and it's Jokic with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harrell. It's hauled in by the Suns. 16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Warren. T right on him, and the layup's good off the glass. Warren's got 14.
TJ Warren is a born scorer. That's his role, and he's aggressive with it.
Here's Morant. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Harrell is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Russell. To the inside. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Morant. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Jokic. Second chance effort. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Thunder trailing by 18. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Russell against Caldwell-Pope. Shots good by Ibaka.
Timeout, timeout.
Ibaka's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. The body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Fultz, and he's finally able to knock one down.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Passes to Harrell. Russell against Jokic. Back to Harrell, and Harrell slaps it in.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Fultz with the ball. Moore's there, and that one drops for him. That's 10 points for Markelle Fultz.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
He misses the free throw. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Yep, that one goes in there. 29 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now Morant. Here's the teardrop. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound. Crucial to this offense and his production.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Russell with the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3-pointer, Crowder. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
That's tipped, and they double up Russell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'll be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that. I think would be great.
Good point. And they double up Russell. Three-pointer. Crowder hands it from downtown.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 27.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Ibaka, and the rejection by Harrell. Phoenix with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. From 13 feet, it goes down. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half. Thunder shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And Booker kicks to Crowder. Inside. Howard in the post. He's against Jokic. The baseline J. Howard misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Here's Isaac. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Crowder. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Moore outside. Pass to Harrell. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Suns. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Russell against Harrell. Russell passes to Howard. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Harrell. Kept alive. A nice shot by Howard. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 18 rebounds. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Knight on the wing, defended by Booker. 5 to shoot. Here's Knight. Here's Labissiere. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Booker. Second chance shot. Misses the layup.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's McGruder. Fires from 14. No good off the back of the rim. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Howard. And Labissiere sends it back.
Well, the reach of Labissiere making impact right there on defense. Dependable with the shot blocking.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Not many players now signing shorter contracts and free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super team?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, or potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D'Angelo Russell.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now back to Nwaba. Three-pointer, Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 39.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.